I have a confession to make. I never knew this series existed until I saw a parody of it from the Mad series on Cartoon Network. I don't know how I never heard of this show till years later, but here we are. Because of the clips I saw and hearing good things about it, I decided to give Samurai Jack a shot, and I thought it would be interesting to talk about my overall thoughts for each season. Let's get into it. The plot of the series starts off with Aku, the shape-shifting master of darkness, invades a kingdom. The emperor decides to escort his son so he can train himself to become a warrior and become worthy to carry the magic sword that can defeat Aku. Before the final blow was struck, Aku tore open a portal in time and flung the samurai into the future, where his evil is law. Now their fool seeks a return to the past and undo the future that is Aku. Sorry, I like doing Aku impressions. Now, one thing I will say, I did not expect this to be serious. Sure, it's got some comedy in it, but for the most part, it's a pretty serious series. Other than the art style, it doesn't feel like a show that would be on Cartoon Network in the 2000s, but that's probably just me. I really like the premise of Samurai Jack. It's cool to have someone from a time where technology was not super advanced to be sent to a time where technology is extremely advanced, that he seems to be in a completely different world. He does learn about the world very quick in the series, but it's still a cool premise, nonetheless. I will say that the episodes of Season 1 were kind of boring. The pacing can be pretty slow at times. Some of the action scenes are a bit mid, and it can be repetitive knowing that Jack never goes back in time until the series finale. There were some episodes I did enjoy. My favorite in Season 1 was the season finale, mostly because it was an Aku-focused episode, and it was more comedic based. The episode was about Aku being annoyed that the kids praise Samurai Jack and not him. So he summons all the kids of the world so he can tell them stories about how he's the hero and Jack is the bad guy. Of course, the kids are too smart and know full well that Jack is a good guy and Aku's the bad guy. He rage quits and just leaves. Like, he literally just disappears and leaves the kids in his throne room. I'm surprised he didn't kill them, but it's a kid's show, so. I also like the episode when the Scotsman appears. I just like that episode because the Scotsman is a fun character, and the bounty hunter pig that speaks gibberish in a southern accent is pretty funny. The gangster episode was pretty fun. The boss was pretty funny with the way he talks, and I thought it was pretty cool seeing Jack trying to make him look like he was a criminal while not actually doing the crimes. Except he did steal something, but that was to get him to Aku so he can finish him. And the last episode of Season 1 that I liked was the one when Jack fought a cursed warrior. I thought his backstory was interesting, and it kind of got me the feels at the end. It wasn't super emotional crybaby feels, but it was feels. I like that Jack was disgusted thinking the warrior was fighting for fun, but hearing his story and the way to break his curse was to fight a worthy opponent, he decided to fight for him. That's pretty much the episodes I wanted to talk about, so let's get into the characters. Obviously, I'm going to say this because I think everyone can agree. Aku is the best character. I like that he's a genuine threat and can be serious when he needs to be, but at times he can be pretty silly.
You monster! Be quiet! I am sorry, my lord. The boy is young and foolish. He does not know what he says.
The boy will return. He will learn proper respect for Aku in the pit of hate.
His design is pretty cool, and the voice actor Mako did an awesome job in the role. May he rest in peace. Another character that I liked was the Scotsman. He's just a roughhousing Scottish stereotype that makes insults, and sometimes I have no idea what he's saying.
What do you think of that, Mr. Pajama-wearing, basket-faced, slipper-wielding, Clyde-Street buckle, gather up and blade maw-bleathering gomerel, Jesse off-looking stoner, near flukish-on milk-drinking, soy-faced, show-pit, mimmouthed, sniveling worm-eyed, hootin' block, vile stooging calibrate tatty.
John Domingo did a great job in that role. I already talked about the pig and the warrior, so let's talk about Samurai Jack. Jack is the generic pure of heart hero that slays evil. I do think he's kinda cool, and I do like that he's all about honor and respect. And I also like how patient he is. But I will say he's not that interesting because he's pure of heart. I don't mind kind-hearted characters as long as they're not too soft that they become annoying or they have flaws. Jack isn't annoying, but he doesn't really seem to have flaws. Well, he does at one point, but I haven't got it that far yet. I will say I feel really bad every time he fails to go back in time. Even though I know it's going to happen, it still punches me in the gut. Not all the time, it's mostly when Aku stops him from coming back in time, because he's so brutal when he does that. So at least the story makes me root for him and care about him, because that's what the series is going for.
I will destroy you, Aku. I swear it.
That's all I have to say about Season 1. Other than me saying it's kind of boring at times, I am enjoying myself with this series. I've been watching a few episodes of Season 2, and I think it's getting better. I'm definitely going to make this into a series, and I'll make the next one once I'm done with Season 2. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, and fish for the subscriber button. I don't know, just click on the subscribe. Gotta get back to the best samurai, Jack. Watcha! Gotta get back to the best samurai, Jack. Watcha!